Good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream, and I'm going to do our June the 1st, just for today, in a meditation. Hope you're doing well this morning. The title of the meditation is Keep Coming Back. We don't have to be clean when we get here, but after the first meeting, we suggest that newcomers keep coming back and come back clean. We don't have to wait for an overdose or a jail sentence to get help from Narcotics Anonymous. That comes from the basic text, pages 10 through 11. Very few of us arrive in NA brimming with willingness. Some of us are here because we are court ordered to attend. Some have come to save our families. Some come in an effort to salvage a career teetering on the brink of ruin. It doesn't matter why we are here. It only matters that we are. We have heard it said that if we bring the body, the mind will follow. We may come to meetings with a chip on our shoulders. We may be one of those who sits in the back of the rooms with our arms folded across our chest, glaring threateningly at anyone who approaches us. Perhaps we leave before the final prayer. But if we keep coming back, we find that our minds begin to open up. We start to drop our guards and begin to really listen when others share. We may even hear someone talking with whom we can relate. We begin the process of change. After some time in NA, we find that more than our minds have arrived in our meeting rooms. More importantly, our hearts have arrived too. After that happens, the miracles really begin. Just for today, I will strive to listen with an open mind to what I hear shared. Let's take a moment of silence followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please, and thank you. So we're talking about the slogan, keep coming back. We say it a lot, don't we? Keep coming back, right? Keep coming back. When we're doing clean time, keep coming back. It works if you work it, right? We say that all the time. And it is a beautiful invitation to someone that is struggling. All of a sudden, when you hear it, you feel like, wow, I pretty much can do anything. And they was telling me to keep coming back. Pretty much. Because they know, we all know, the chapter in the basic text that talks about more will be revealed. We all know that that happens. So it doesn't really matter how you come. What matters is that you're actually in the meeting and that you know that you can come back. And when we extend that invitation to people, keep coming back. One is brief. It doesn't take that much air to say it, and it's inviting. Now, if you're like me, I copped the attitude when I heard it because I was like, oh, they're implying that something's wrong with me and I need to keep coming back. Maybe a little of both, but really, honestly, that wasn't the intention. But we take it that way, right? We come in and we have our feelings on our sleeves. We sit in the back of the room, cross our arms, roll our eyes, huff and puff, look at our phones, scroll through Facebook. Man, we do all sorts of nonverbal communication, right? And a lot of it is quite rude and a lot of it is inappropriate. And okay, keep coming back. Eventually, you'll get off your phone. Eventually, you'll stop needing to run to the coffee pot. Eventually, you'll stop trying to vape in the back of the room where nobody can see you. Eventually, you will stop vaping in the restroom. Eventually, you will stop needing to run outside to have a cigarette. Eventually, you'll stop huffing and puffing when someone says something, sighing so loud and rudely as though no one could hear you. Eventually, you'll stop looking at pornography in the back on your phone, scrolling through it. Eventually, hopefully, the change will come because instead of just bringing your body, you'll bring your heart. And pretty much that happens over time. I mean, I really don't think that anyone listening can honestly say they never did something that communicated that they didn't want to be in the meeting. They were just there. You know, it's just something that they did. Maybe they were doing it just to stay clean, or they were making a meeting just so they didn't snap off on someone at home, or, or maybe they were forced to court order. Put your paper in the basket. We'll sign it after the meeting ends. Yeah, because we know if we sign it before you get up and leave, right? And sometimes there's so many papers to sign. It takes effort to sign them, So when you get your paper out the basket, show some gratitude because it does take effort to sign all those papers. Not only just at the end of the meeting, right when it's about to end, and try to hurry up and get them all done before the closing prayer, right? Takes effort. And as a newcomer, right, probably more effort goes into that meeting being there than you think. So some gratitude is great, but if you don't have it when you first come, nobody really even expects you to. And no one cares if you do or don't, right? It's not that type of thing, right? No one's lording it over you to be in that meeting. No one there, at least. We're not under surveillance. So we're not sitting around videotaping or taking note of who is in the meeting or who is not. And hopefully no one is running after the meeting telling other people who was in the meeting, because that's a real violation because it's anonymous. You see what I'm saying? So, okay, you don't like us right now. Hopefully you will. But even if you never do, keep coming back. We're invested in you as much as you want help. But if you don't want help and you don't want to engage, no one's going to twist your arm, right? If it's important to you to feel victimized and feel like no one cares about you, and you act in a manner that shows that you don't want to hug, there would be some fools that will probably try to come up to you and hug you when you're acting like you don't want to hug. And they're not scared or worried about you telling them, I don't do hugs. Then they don't, we don't, I won't say we don't care. We do care, but we don't care like that. You know why? Because we've already been there and we've come through on the other side as individuals, for the most part, brimming with gratitude. So just keep coming back, whether you relapsed or not, whether you're still using or not, just keep coming back, allowing yourself an opportunity, creating the opportunity for it to eventually seep into your heart. Sometimes it just takes hearing someone else share their experience, strength, and hope, and feeling like they just told your whole life story for your heart to begin to soften. And eventually it will, and hopefully it does, before you decide to pick up again and take another chance on not making it back. A lot of people that OD out there, It's not that they don't want Narcotics Anonymous. They just want the drug more, right? There more will be revealed. Hadn't happened yet. Because usually in the depths of the revelation, gratitude springs forth. And maybe it just hadn't happened yet. Or maybe it wasn't enough to convince yet. And they took a chance. And as you see in your own communities, a lot of us choose wrong. We never get another opportunity. But you know what? No one will even know if we don't get to know you, get past the anonymous part and get to actually know what your last name might be and get to know, what community you live in. And a lot of us will never know that you overdose. We find out eventually. And that's because people come in tight-lipped, arms crossed, don't want to be there, you know. They don't want to interact. They don't want friends. They don't want to engage because they have a reservation about being clean. And we just don't have that relationship with you. Yeah. Not everyone knows my last name. It's easy to find out, right? When you're on social media, it's easy. But I don't know. I think the greatest hint that something would have happened to me would be the fact that you don't see any more postings. Right? And I haven't said that I'm stopping. So, but I'm totally open to friendships, healthy friendships, right? I don't need the type of friendships that come in with judgment and already with this agenda, right? I don't need that. And I'm usually a good reader of character. So I think everyone in Narcotics Anonymous should have a few people that know them, right? And I have that. And I think that newcomers should understand that you can go as deep into this thing as you want to. You can stay on the surface. You can stay on the outside, on the edge, if that's safe for you. But hopefully, if you keep coming back, it'll change. That's my desire for you. I want the best for you. I feel like you've already been through heck, right? You've already been through heck. Why not just keep coming back and see if it gets better? And if it doesn't get better, go on. Do what you need to do. Do what you want to do. But at least give this a chance to work for you. So keep coming back, guys. My name is MightyStream. I've enjoyed talking to you today. Oh my goodness. I hope that you have a beautiful day on purpose. I intend to talk to you tomorrow.